1-0 here against Newcastle. That is a massive goal, and it's come from...
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Shakhtar. Where in today's episode we have got two games coming up. The first away in the Ukrainian Cup quarter-final against Zoria. Should be a good game against a team who've given us a few tough games. Honestly, they've been the toughest opponent I think we've faced in our whole time here with Shakhtar. They're the only team who've put a real threat to the 84 games we have gone unbeaten now in the league since the 1st of March 2036. It's now the 25th of October 2038. So that means we have been unbeaten for 2 years and 7 months, nearly 3 years unbeaten in the league. Very, very impressive. We've got that coming up, and then after that we go and play against Newcastle. It's going to be a bit of redemption today. We have to get the result, and hopefully we go and do it. We need to get a result because obviously we lost last time out, but we dropped points against AEK Athens, and that puts our top 8 spot into... I don't know if we can do it. I really do not know if we can do it now that we've dropped points. I don't know what happened. We drew 0-0 at home, and I mean we just had all the chances, but we just couldn't get anything at all. Nothing came for us, and it's just so annoying that I think we've been so unlucky that we've not been able to pick up 3 points there, and just unlucky in general. But we're not going to complain. We're going to get on with it today and pick up 3 points against Newcastle. They currently sit 12th place. I think we're just below them, if I'm not mistaken. If we're going to take a look, we're 18th place, so 4 points. We're coming up against a Porto team who are 6th. We've got a Napoli team who are above us now, 17th. Newcastle team who are 12th. We've just beaten a Molde team who are 10th, and they beat teams like Monaco Sport in there, as you can see. We still have a PSG team to play, but then we drew against a team who sit in 32nd place. Very, very unlucky. Very tough games coming up. We need to go and get that result against Newcastle. Luckily, well, not luckily, but you remember what happened last time with Rysakov. I don't think he'll be there for that game. He might do because he's getting a bit of injury, getting struck with that. So he hopefully is back. I would like him back. In terms of how we've done in the league, I mean, we haven't lost, obviously. We've had 5 wins since then, including a 4-0 hammering of Dynamo Kiev. We also got a 1-0 win against Molde there in the Champions League. We just need to, get going, build up a bit of momentum for those big games that are coming up now. 5 games left. We need... I think there's 15 points on offer. We need, I don't know if it's a season where it feels like there's a few less points. I mean, only 3 teams have got 3 points, but apart from that, we're only 2 points away from the top spots. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what we need out of this season. I mean, you can see the teams there at the top. It feels like teams we can beat this year. And I think, how many points are we on? 4 now. We're looking at around... We could get by with 16, and that means we'd have to win 4 games. So 1, 2, 3, and then one of these 2 at the bottom. We could probably win PSG with how they're doing. Celtic we can beat. Napoli we can beat. And Newcastle, if we beat them, I think we get over the line. I do think we get over the line. Massive games coming up today. But first, we are going to Luhansk. It's not a far travel in the Donbass. We're going up against Zoria. So the team for this game against Zoria are obviously making a bit of a rotation, bringing in the Ukrainians that we need. They've been playing very, very well, also resting a few players today. We've played some Champions League and league action, and it's necessary for resting these guys. The team starts with Enrique in goal, backline of Antonio, Lozano, Anderson, and Zharov. Kravchuk, Ochoa, and Neto make up the midfield today. We've got Santos on the left, Shevchenko on the right, and Kuzmanik up top. Kick-off here in this game against Zoria, the semi-final, is what awaits us here. If we get a win, we would play either Kolos or Rok. No Dynamo Kiev at this stage. Rok are here, Dnipro here, So some good teams still left in the competition, all first division teams if I'm not mistaken. So will be tough, but hopefully we can win it for the third year in a row now, and yeah, go and pick up another trophy. Obviously we didn't pick up the Super Cup because we lost out on that, but hopefully we can go and get this one done and dusted for another season. But it looks like it might be a tough ask because in this game we've gone 1-0 down 15 minutes in. We've got a lot of work to do here. As I said, Zoria are a team who are, very, very good team, who we faced a number of times. It would have been good to come here as the backup team because they clearly are very, very good. They've been a few seasons now since they were relegated. They got promoted back up, and they're giving us a very, very tough game at the start here. As 25 minutes goes, we've not been able to create much really. Hopefully, we don't see a loss here. We've not seen a loss in the league. I don't think ever. I don't know, maybe we've only lost twice in the league, so wouldn't want that to happen here as Anderson puts a header in, but it just goes over the bar there. We need to really up our game here, try and get those chances in, and just calm down the game here. But 30 minutes gone, it looks like we could go into half time without getting many chances unless we can find some before that 45-minute mark. As Zoria have a goal kick here, they play it out. Santos is just a poor header, but he manages to win it back anyway. He's got space to run into. Kuzminika's through. Santos has the shot himself. It's poor in the end from him, and this has been a pretty lively game so far. Very fast-paced game, but nothing is coming for us as of yet, and we need to really improve. I think it's been a bit of a slow start to the season, to be honest, because we've scored quite a few goals. We haven't conceded many, but the goal difference is really good in the league. But I just think it's been slow in the Champions League as well. We need to be much better for that Newcastle game. Pretty much a must-win game, or we are not getting top 8 once again. But I guess it's just the circumstances we have to adapt to. Antonio has a shot here. It's converted in the end by an unlucky own goal for Zoria, and that is 1-1. Antonio just cut in there, did really well to come across, and he has got himself a goal, or he created a goal, and has made it 1-1 here in this game. Luckily brought us back into it, and now we are going to try and go and get this win here. They're saying we have an issue with we shoot on sight, but I guess you could argue that Antonio has just shot on sight there and he's created a goal. They say we should work it into the box a bit more. I'm not too sure, maybe we need to, but I think we can try it for this game. Obviously the cup is not as important. We can test a few things, that's why we've rotated the team a bit as well, but at the same time we would like to win, and if it brings a win by playing like that, then we might as well go and try it. Santos down this left side, he's making ground for himself, and he might look to cross this in, work it into the box now. A good example of where we could do it. He goes out wide to Antonio into Ochoa. Will he let one go? And Ochoa, he's beating his man, 2 men. Ochoa with the shot, he's done it again. Another absolute screamer from Ochoa, and he makes it 2-1 here in this game. 40 minutes gone. He's so good on the ball, just so technically, gifted the way he plays. It's just so impressive. Honestly, he is a really good player, and playing that more advanced role, as you can see there, I think it works out so well for him because, I really wanted a holding midfielder, but if he can do it like that, then why not? And pairing Kravchuk today, Kravchuk a really good player. I mean, you can take a look at Ochoa's position. It is still quite deep, as you can see there. It forces. I mean, today it has forced Felipe Anderson a bit back, but I think it is a very good position for him. He can burst forward, operate out of that back line a bit better than maybe if he was a ball-winning midfielder or something like that, or kind of more defensive duties, because I've kind of strictly kept him as a defending player, but now if we can give him a bit more freedom whilst defending, it could definitely work out. So I think that's what we might try. Well, we are trying with him, and you see why he has those screamers and does very well. I mean, I don't know what's been the issue for us. I think it might literally have just been goal scoring, to be honest, so far in this season. Why we didn't beat Athens, why we only lost 1-0 to Real Sociedad, is because we didn't score in both those games. Only one goal conceded, Sociedad. I think it's not that bad, because if we'd have scored ourselves, we had loads of chances. We made nearly 3 xg. It just didn't come. We made 2 xg against Athens, didn't come. Molde, we only scored 1 goal, but we probably could have got more. It was a tough game, obviously, but only 1 goal scored in 3 games. I think we fixed our defensive issues now. now with only 1 goal conceded, but at the same time we need to go and score those goals now. Obviously Rysakov being out, changing this front line a bit has not done many favours, but we're still scoring. Kuzminic got 8 goals in his first 2 games before he got injured, so I don't think we have much concern. Just these boys have got to start, picking up the pace, the intensity, and going at it a little bit better. Why is Ochoa gone to 3 stars? I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully he's not regressing in ability. I don't think he is. But and Lozano's dropped from 5 stars as well. Maybe it's just because we're a little bit out of form, you could argue, and that's a fair argument to suggest because of the way we're playing at the moment. A few of these boys have dropped in overall ability, but it's just when we pick it up a bit more, get a few of those goals, maybe a bit more of attacking football in the Newcastle game is what we need from the off in a game where we play at home. It's potentially what we need. We're defending really, really well. Teams are getting a few chances against us, but the way we defend it, especially with this rotation, and especially what's important as well is the fact that we can play full strength in the Champions League now because they've all got sharpness. I mean, we can take a look at how it's working. I've not looked at how it is. So the boys who are not playing today, Cortazar is on full sharpness, Watara is pretty much full sharpness, Anderson's full sharpness there. Who else is that? That's everyone into it. We've got Anderson, who's come off as well. Lozano, he's full sharpness. Ochoa's full sharpness, and yeah, Watara. Everyone we need is pretty much full sharpness, and that's good. That gives us many benefits, including the fact we can sub these Ukrainians and bring Ukrainians on because they're sharp. We can play them for the full strength team in the Champions League. A number of factors. I think it's important. Kuzminic plays the ball in Antonio back post. He puts his header in. Anderson is there. It's cleared off the line. It falls to Alex here. Now he goes to Kuzminic. Can he have a shot? Kuzminic is floating around. There's about 5 of the Zoria players on the line here. It falls back to Antonio, who's had a really, really good game for himself. I think him and Alex have found it tough to break into the team, especially with the quality that we've had, and especially the fact as well that they're foreign players and they would take up those slots. But good games for the pair. Probably should get a few more minutes, and it's something to consider going forward as Alex. Carmen and I take that back. He's put it out for a throw-in, even though he's had options down the line. I mean, Rodrigo is on the pitch here, and he could have given it to him, but I guess it's his decision there. As 85 minutes goes in this game, Antonio wins that back, and he has hopefully just stopped the final chance for Zoria here. It looks like a lot of the staff did leave the club because I had I didn't delegate it properly. Now I have, and everyone's rejoined. Need to resort scouts and stuff like that. Probably something we'll do. We've got a league game in between this win. We've beaten Zoria 2-1, and now it's straight on to the Newcastle game. What a game. So the team for this massive game against Newcastle, we played today is a Tuesday and we played on a Saturday. 4-0 win against Vauxhall there, as you can see. Hardly any rest. It's been very relentless, but we tried to rotate, make a few changes. Here is the team. It starts with Enrique in goal, backline of Watara, Lozano, Anderson and Cortazar. Tom Jansen, Ochoa, Kravchuk starts in the middle today. Neto is food poisoning, I think, yeah. Santos on the left, Shevchenko on the right, and Kuzminic starts up top. Kick-off here in this game against Newcastle. We're in a bit of a tough spot here. We're not in our best spell of form, and it's a little bit frustrating because this is the year where we really wanted to get that top spot, and now when we feel like we finally can, we're not playing well, and that's not down to the players. I don't think. I think it's just an inevitable part of the cycle where we're not playing too well at the moment, and it comes. But hopefully we can pick up 3 points today, and I'd argue more importantly, inflict a bit of revenge on this Newcastle team for that shocking decision what happened last time and losing out on a massive 3 points. It was totally ridiculous, the fact we got a red card. I've never seen something like it, to be honest. I mean, if you didn't see it, to give you context, so it was like down here, it was at home as well. Rysakov has played a ball through here, right? And he is running through, and he whilst he's running, and it's like obviously when you run your foot goes down, his foot has gone into the player behind him. How is he supposed to stop that? I don't know. I really don't know. But it's a different game now. Ball into the middle. Shevchenko's there, and that is very, very close to being the opening goal. He does go offside, and he also puts it wide nonetheless. But still, some good play in the early moments here. This is exactly what we need to start off the game. But yeah, that decision was unlucky. I mean, I know it sounds bad. I say that he like kicked him whilst he's running, but that is literally all it is. He's run through. Why is everyone getting knocked? Everyone's getting injured. How is this possible? Who do we bring on here? I think we bring on Rudenko. I mean, I want to keep Yaroslav on for now if we can, but I don't know what is going on. Why is everyone getting injured? It's very, very unfortunate, and we're also playing so many games. I think we're in a tough spot here, very, very tough spot. We need to work for this result today. I think Yaroslav is okay. Ouattara I've taken off because he was a little bit injured anyway. He had a bit of something and he was a bit tired and stuff like that. Antonio playing well anyway in his game that he's just played. As you saw, he played a very, very good game. So we bring him on, and hopefully he can have a good game. But yeah, this is a bit frustrating for us. And we have to just go and get the result, see what we can do, and hope we can get that result, because it's a game where we need to against a good team at home. We should have been set up today with our best team for this game, well rested, playing good football in a good spell of form, and it just feels like all of that is not coming together at the moment. But we can only hope that it does for this game, as Newcastle have a chance here. Kuzminik wins his header. Santos now down this left side, might have space to run into, but nothing comes from that as 30 minutes goes in this game. It's been a pretty balanced one so far. Newcastle have had a bit more possession. We've had some chances, but they've also had some chances. And overall, very, very balanced game. We're struggling to score goals, so this is where a bit of an issue is for us at the moment. Probably maybe because Rysakov's out, maybe because we just can't. I mean, between Shevchenko and Kuzminik, they've scored 25 goals, but we just struggle to get those goals in the Champions League, and it's got to come from somewhere sooner rather than later, because although we can get through these games, here maybe we might not be able to get top 8. If the problems will come in those knockout games, and when we've got a target, we should be at a semi-final in this year, and I said we could do it if everything went accordingly. Most of the things have gone accordingly. I think we've had quite a smooth ride so far. Now we're having a bit of a struggle, but in a season where we really could be getting that semi-final, and we're not playing to the standard of that just yet, it's we need to improve a little bit, but hopefully it will come for us, and hopefully we kind of go on and achieve that. Antonio has won this ball back very, very well. He's advancing down this left side. He plays the ball in back post. Shevchenko is jumping up for it. Kuzminik is there. It's off the crossbar. Kravchuk is there. 1-0 here against Newcastle. That is a massive goal, and it's come from Kravchuk. We gave him the nod today. You've hardly seen much of him. He's there for the domestic games, stuff like that, but he's been really, really good. He's got himself in an amazing position there, and he's made it 1-0 against Newcastle, and that could be a massive, massive goal. As you can see, we're starting to get into these top spots. I mean, teams have not played games apart from Atletico Madrid, but Sporting are playing. I don't know who else was there. Porto was there, maybe. If we take a look, no, Sociedad are there, Bayern Munich are there, Galatasaray there, but we are bottom of that on goal difference for now. If we get a few more goals, we start to move up. I think this season is a little bit, it's a bit less of a competitive season. I don't think the standard is going to be as high, and games like this now, we can't afford to lose points. But at the same time, if we start to improve, get results, we're onto something. Definitely onto something. How are the teams around us doing? So we've got Galatasaray playing Monaco. They've just gone below us because they've conceded to Monaco. As you can see, we'll probably go and make our changes now, just get them out of the way. Kurtzov for Zharov, and then I think Santos. We'll bring Rodrigo on. We will bring Rodrigo on. See how he does there on that side. He's not scored for us yet, but it would be nice to do that. Who else are playing? So If we go zoom back in, we just zoomed out, I think. Yeah, we did. Go and zoom back in there. Shevchenko. We are shooting this way now. Obviously, the second half. We'll take a look at who's the zoomed out thing is weird with this because it's not a direct cam, obviously. So Galatasaray have gone 3-1 up. Bayern Munich, are they playing now? Bayern are winning 2-0. Sociedad 4-0, I think I saw somewhere. Yeah, there, as you can see, we're on for it. There's a chance going on here. Kravchuk down this right side. He plays it back to Zharov. Zharov finds Shevchenko. Ball into the middle. No one is able to get there, though, and now all of a sudden Newcastle might try and hit us on the counter. We'll go and take a look again. The final team was Sporting. They are playing, they should be playing now. They're drawing at Benfica, actually, so they probably have more. We'll climb a few more spaces. Kuzminik's through here. Kuzminik's past the defence, and Kuzminik strikes 2-0 here. How is he offside? He looked like he timed it so well. No way is he offside there. If we take a look at this, I'm so certain he's in between those two defenders and he's onside. It's going to be disallowed. That is, wow, I'm quite surprised. He looked like he timed it well, but I guess not really. I think we need to go and make a few more changes shortly here. Try and secure the midfield. We'll go and do it now. I know it's only been a few minutes since our last ones. Neto, I'm not going to risk him. I'm going to bring on Jackson, and then I think we bring on Rudenko on that side as well. Both players, Ukrainian players actually, so it does help us a little bit. But this is a big result for us if we can hold on here. You know, at the end of the day, goals scored are important, but if we're getting points, then I guess that's more important. 7 points after 4. If we just improve a little bit, surely we reach. I mean, 16 should get us there with goal difference, so 17 for in the remaining 4 games. If we can get 18, so 11. 4 wins. If we get 4 wins, it's done. But I think the Porto game will be tough. Should we lose that and we get 9 from the rest, we can go up to 16. Never mind. Why do we plan ahead? How is that goal just I don't know how it's just crept in like that. We've got fresh legs on now though, but we don't have. I mean, our whole front three has changed now. We don't have no Neto, no Shevchenko, no Rusakov, no Santos. And that is very, very frustrating. We've played so well in this game. I mean, you can see for yourself how well we're playing. So many chances, so much, you know, XG, stuff like that. But goals are just not coming. It's very, very unlucky. Let's just hope we can get a goal from somewhere here in this game. A very, very rotated team. It's going to have to come from somewhere. The changes were made in order to kind of, you know, tighten up this team and get the win over the line. But I guess we're in a different situation now. If we don't get this result, I think our top 8 hopes are done. I really, really do, unless we can get 17 points by getting 4 wins from our next 4 games, then potentially. But if we don't get a goal here, we are in trouble. Attacking will have to go. It's Newcastle with the momentum. I think it's, I don't want to say it, because last season it felt like we were a bit unlucky to miss out. But then the season before we missed out. This time it looks like we could miss out, but I feel like this year it's been a little bit unfortunate. Some of the new boys have just had it tough. Can we get a late miracle from somewhere? And it would be a miracle if we can find it. Rodrigo, new set piece coach. I'm going to do the set pieces after, I think, maybe. Or if he gets this right, he could stay on. Rodrigo near post. Anderson's there. He's not able to win it. Jackson's back in. Kuzminik is there. And that is a winner. What a goal it is from Kuzminik, and we have done it. Are we about to pick up a massive 3 points? And it's come from Kuzminik if we do it. And we've done it. We have got the result we need against Newcastle. We are still in this. We are not down and out just yet. Do not count this Shakhtar team out. The full-time whistle is going to go. What a game it's been. Do not count us out. The Donbass Arena has just witnessed a classic. We have completed the revenge, and that is a massive 3 points. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune. What an episode. Do not count this Shakhtar team out. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.